Congress shall now vote for approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including, this section is classified, dollars to prepare for a national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified. Funding for first responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of national population being affected by classified. This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified, or the first large-scale outbreak of classified, dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified, including irradiated classified with possibility of classified airborne, classified flesh-eating, classified, and or all of the above in such event as classified spewing, classified escape are released or otherwise become uncontrollable. Air Force units may also be directed to combat said classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strength. Should event occur in urban areas, Jesus, that's classified, far surpassing our darkest nightmares. Should casualties exceed classified body disposal actions, shall be halted and associated resources shall be reallocated to classified underground, classified protected birthing centers. A new Bill of Rights will be drafted and approved by classified. Having now reviewed the bill, I ask you to please cast your vote.
I wonder how many people knew that was being voted on. Did you vote for it?
Jesus.
Shalom. Yeah, what did he say? Oh, Zeus.
Tribe of Yahudah, Brother Yohannas here, Brother Olam Yah, Truth to God
Shabbat
here,
Shalom.
Black Liberation, Shabbat Shalom. What you just saw right there is what the Caucasian, what the devil has planned for you, okay? Like the brother said before we started recording this, they had this plan way before 2012. Since we're in the so-called year 2012 right now, just wanted to show you this because we're at the beginning, so-called the beginning of this year, and everything is classified. But you don't want to listen to us niggas. When we want to tell you the truth, we go get the research and do the research to bring it out to the family out there to try to warn you. Because the devil, you're looking for the devil to come out and say, hey, I'm the devil. You know, hey, I got this plan for you. I'm going to kill you. He's not going to do that anymore. He called you nigga for too long. Now he got everything that he was going after. That was to conquer this planet Earth and for him to rule this world and to make a world for himself. He's conquered that. So it's no more of the devil calling you nigga no more to your face. He's not going to stick no water holes, no German shepherds on you no more. He's resting now.
Yeah, he's just showing you a nigga in your face. You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, the same clip that we just showed you guys, guess what? That was on basic cable. Yet none of us have probably ever seen that. Why? Because we ain't in tune. We don't pay attention. We're so involved in entertainment that we're not even being infotained. You know what I'm saying? And by that I simply mean is, if you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always gotten. Okay? By that I simply mean it's supposedly a new year, Gregorian standards, which the real year don't start until spring. You know, that's just on a personal side note. But my thing is again, the stuff that I'm showing you, the stuff that my brother here showing you, the stuff that all my brethren show you, it is nothing new. It's nothing unobtainable. It's not like this shit is locked behind files and cabinets where you got to go through all types of red tape. It's right here in your face. I guarantee you can take any type of, hell, we got so much technology out. Well, we got iPads, them Android phones, libraries, computers. There's no way that you can't find this stuff. And they're putting it right in front of your face and you thinking about when the Nets about to play the Dodgers or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Nonsense.
Nonsense. Keyword being non. You know what I'm saying? From the last lecture, I know it's been a minute since I've been up on this camera. You know what I'm saying? The tribe still thrives, though. Yeah, from Shema Yasha Allah, what have people learned? What have people done? You know what I'm saying? I talked to you about 4-5 months ago. Asked you to learn a trait. Did you? You better know what time it is. It's time to teach your babies, teach your queens. Matter of fact, teach your young men how to be kings. If you don't know how to be one, teach yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking for somebody else to free you, niggas. Ain't nobody gonna free you but you. Somehow the slave master gave you your own chain, yet you still hanging yourself with it. Because you want to be a part, you want to be equal to, when you're greater than. Yes, I said it, greater than. How is it that you stoop yourself so low to be oppressed by a country that you're better than, single-handedly? Look at your history and look at theirs. Their history maybe goes back 500 years. You go back thousands.
That's something I want to address. Part self.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
That's something I want to address right there, because we say we in so-called 2012. We're not in 2012. Okay? If the white man, see, he contradicts himself because he want to be the first at every damn thing. So he forgets what he said before. Okay, he said civilization started 6,000 years ago. That's not possible, because he told me that the pyramids are 10,000 years old. Okay, then he says that, you know, as far as man being 6,000 years ago, he found the bones of an Ethiopian woman 3.2 million years old. So how can we be in 2012? It's the presumption. It's that thought of 2012, because for somebody to be new to this planet and be a new being or whatever, they have to write themselves into history. And this is what he's done. Okay, he's played the beginning and wrote himself into it, and he's writing himself into the end. Okay, how can it be 2012? We've been here 2,012 years. Okay, the white man has not been on this planet ruling as he has been doing 1,500 years. 1,500 years. So for millions and trillions of years, where there's no timeline and no time date on us ruling, he's been here for a fraction, a piece of a time. It's like he don't even, as far as us exist on this planet for the trillions of years, and the time he's been here, it's like he doesn't even exist. He's an illusion. The white man's a damn illusion. That's how I'm looking at it, because he had to write his time in a play into our psyche, into our brains. He had to play himself into it. Everything you see that's first, he had to put his face on it. He had to put his face on it. And he's turned us into savage beasts that we civilized him into being somewhat like us. He's turned us back into his original self. And we don't want to get this knowledge. We're warning you out here, man, that he has a bigger agenda. He has a bigger agenda that's taking place. They're sitting off in these Oval Offices. They're sitting off in these places, you know, just thinking of ways of how they can exterminate us off the planet.
Pardon yourself, brother. On that note right there, I'd like to pose another question. Now we're going to talk, well, okay, by the way that media has painted the so-called wars going on, I'm going to paint you a picture. And I would like for you to, you don't have to answer to me. Of course, you can't answer back because this is a video. But what I do pose is, if you knew that your enemy would kill himself off just to make sure you were dead, how would you plan to go against your enemy? Would you sit there in his face, shop at his markets, you know what I'm saying, thrive, or have his economy thrive to further fund his agenda and his addendum? Or would you start strategizing and preparing yourself of how to beat your enemy and how to preserve yourself? Because no matter where you are, what you believe in, what religion, because see, I have none. I have no religion. You know what I'm saying? No matter what your walk of life is, the one thing that we all can agree on is that self-preservation is the first key to survival. You have to learn how to preserve self and what self is. So I pose the question that if you knew your enemy would kill himself just to kill you, how would you plan to survive? Would you survive? Would you even care to survive? Would you outline you know what I'm saying, I always laugh because we suffer from the apathy syndrome. And by that meaning, there is no apartment building in the world that buys a fire extinguisher the day a fire breaks out. You know what I'm saying? That little spot where you go across your apartment and you see break glass in case of emergency. 9 times out of 10, a fire extinguisher is already there. Not in hopes that a fire will happen, in hopes to be prepared when one does. So, why does it seem to take a mass roundup of our people to be sent off and be destroyed before we even make a move? Yet when there are so many scattered, and I do mean scattered, incidences, I can't even call them isolations because they happen too frequently to be isolated incidents. But how is it that we can watch our people die and get mistreated and oppressed, yet we carry on with our day as if everything is fine? Now, I guess that would come from more so the disconnect of us not knowing how tight of a family or that we are a family. Right. Because I promise you, had it been your mother, your sister, your brother, or your cousin, maybe for you, some of you it wouldn't be. Some of you would probably still watch. Cowards. You know what I'm saying?
It was a white man.
Oh yeah, if it was a white man, of course, everybody would have sympathy for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody would be trying to free him. But if that was your mother, you know what I'm saying? Or if your pops was Sean Bell, you know what I'm saying? Or Oscar Grant, what would you do? Would you sit there and watch, shake your head and say that's a shame and go on about your day? Or would you stand up and fight? Probably not, huh? Probably not. Sad. Go ahead, jump in, brother. I almost got in despair of myself.
Yeah, bro. Because it's sad out here, man, that we give all our love away, man, to other people.
And don't love ourselves.
We don't have no love for ourselves. And that's a shame, man. For all the things we've been through, we can't see here in so-called 2012 that damn, you know what I'm saying? We all we got. You know, we'd have been through all this and we're constantly going over and fighting other people's wars or whatever. And we never got ourselves right.
Come back to be homeless veterans.
You know, don't know who we are beyond the slave ship. And if you bring that up to anybody, they're going to say, hey, that's in the past. Well, you got to go back to the past and know your future. Because maybe you might go and commit that same mistake all over again. You might fall into the same trap all over again if you didn't learn from the past. And it don't seem like we learned from the past.
Yeah.
You know,
sometimes
like,
you have to learn his story to make your story.
For real, bro.
Point blank.
That's true. Because like we said in the other video, if they come through here in the buses, then we getting on the bus. We gonna get on the bus because we didn't learn from what happened and why we got on those slave ships in the past. So we will get on the bus. If they come, we're gonna get on the bus. We're gonna go to the concentration camp.
Yeah, they got some free dumb for you.
For real, bro.
Word up. Free dumb.
Yeah.
Because you dumb to think that you would ever be free. They have a plan to vaporize us, literally. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Look up VMADs, vehicle mounted anti-denial systems. You know what I'm saying? The same way you heat up your burrito, which is no good for you, they heat niggas up. Okay? CBS, CNN, look it up. There are articles everywhere. They've been testing these things out for years now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and a lot of you say, oh, I'm prepared. These trucks pop off, you know. Me and my niggas, we gonna get it.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Check out what they call the AA-12. Yeah, first off, y'all niggas is too busy killing each other. First and foremost. Secondly, we don't even have the resources because we don't even unify. You know what I'm saying?
I got something for the people should do. This is something that you can do for yourselves or whatever. This is a little experiment that we're gonna give y'all to do. Okay? Say let a brother, because it's never gonna fail. Let some brothers be talking about another brother, what they gonna do to a nigga. Okay? Let them be going off about what they gonna do to a nigga, or some sister saying what she gonna do to a bitch. Okay? Now if y'all say y'all hear these things and say something about the white man in front of that brother, that sister, and see won't they get quiet. That's an experiment for the family out there that we hear brothers speaking about other brothers or sisters speaking about other sisters, and we step in and say, hey, what about the white man? What about the white man? What you got to say about the white man, though?
Voices get low then.
You gonna hear crickets.
Yeah, and actually, brother, I like to take that a step further. If you here's a side note onto that. Watch in your communities, whether it be in your hoods, whatever we calling them nowadays, your community. Watch what goes on with the interaction between brother and brother as far as the conflict. Then when it comes to brother and oppressor, you know what I'm saying? A brother can look another Asiatic man in his eyes and tell him, "Nigga, I kill you." But when that man comes around in that badge, he got his head down. He can't look up in that man's eyes to save his life.
Right.
Why is that?
Right.
Why is it you're only strong and hurting your own?
Right.
Is that all you know?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So watch out for that. Watch and see how quick the bitch rises up in a so-called gangster when them blue and whites run around. You know what I'm saying? Whatever PD. It don't matter from my hood to your hood to all hoods. You know what I'm saying? From I guess the Okra Coke to California, to Sacramento. Watch and see how many niggas talk that gangster shit. But when their real oppressor or their enemy is in their face, watch how they cower like a little scared dog. Now, what I'm simply saying here is save your energy for your enemy. You know what I'm saying? It's a new year. It's supposedly, which I don't believe that. But just for shits, giggles, and grins, we're going to say it's a new year. So out of that, aren't you tired of watching your people being slain and you helping add to that? You know what I'm saying? How much must we kill ourselves before we realize that we are it? I mean, I figure our people won't be happy until niggas are in the Smithsonian and there's a little Caucasian kid asking his daddy, what's that? And he's explaining to him that's the last nigga. What we gonna do? Like, see, that's the thing. Everybody talks about having power, or America's the greatest land, America's free this, we're all about freedom. However, you don't make no laws, you don't make no rules, you don't govern nothing that happens here. So how are you free? You're sanctioned under a corporation. Chattel.
Like I said, like I always say, family, the white man is the problem. The white man is a problem. The white man knows that you're his enemy. He knows that. He always known that. The white man don't like you. The white man don't love you. He's never gonna love you. He's never gonna look at you as being his equal. Never. I don't care how many you could be his boss. Okay? He can chauffeur you around. But you're still not equal to that white man. Why? Because the white man is ruling this world. And to you people out there to say, oh, he come, it's the white man blaming on the white man. Yeah, I'm gonna blame on the white man. Until you put me on the ground, till he put me on the ground, or however, whatever happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be pumping. The white man is the damn problem. White man's a problem. Until you Negroes out here who wanna be him and accept this damn America, this society out here that's not working for us, never gonna work for us. This is not our world. We have to take the white man out of his position, physically. Okay? To my Moorish brothers out there, okay, this might have been my land. I don't know. But I'm not signing no paper, no contract saying I had the jurisdiction to do what the hell ever. Not putting nothing on paper. Okay? To my brothers out there who said, hey, we can sex the white man out of existence and have a bunch of mulatto children around here, just get with this woman and eradicate them that way. That's going to take too long. Then we're going to have a problem with these mulatto children. Okay? So, that's not going to happen. We're going to have to get out of here. We have to get rid of him physically.
Word up.
Physically, he got to go.
Like it is.
White man got to go. Okay? So we need to ride, we need to raise up, man. Take on that spirit of our ancestors, Shaka Zulu, Nat Turner, Hannibal, the Great, all these brothers who took on the white man.
The Mau Maus.
You know? And just raise that. That's still lying dormant in you. But you have to get that fear out of you. If some of those brothers knew that you don't know, is that they have spirit. They're connected with spirit. It's all right for us to say we the gods of this planet, but we have to show it. And you have to be connected with your spirit. Because your spirit never dies. You know, this flesh goes back to the earth, but we come back again in a new body. We come back through the womb of the Creator, the one that had that Creator aspect, which is the black woman. We come right back through her again, and we keep coming back. But y'all have to get that into your minds that we have a mission to do here to the ones out here who have this knowledge. It's a mission that we have. It's a reason why we have this knowledge. It's a reason why. It's not to sit there and build and say, hey, I know more than this brother. Or, hey, I can manipulate these people right here to get money out of them because I think different from them. Because you just as bad as the devil. You just worse off as the devil. You worse than the devil. Because you're doing it to your people and you know what you're doing. Okay? So, like I say always, love each other. You know, we all we got. There's no other nation out here. Every nation is sucking us like parasites out here. Every nation has some kind of business in your neighborhood that you can't even get a job at. And everybody has carbon copy off of you and off your past. And hid it from you, from showing you that it was originated by you. They took it on for themselves. So it's time for us to learn ourselves, learn our history, past history, learn the situation that we're in right now, so we can see what they got in store for us in the future. Black liberation.
There's 3 types of bodies that can stop or start a revolution. Anybody, somebody, and nobody. Anybody can do it. Somebody will or won't. But 9 times out of 10, nobody did. So you got to ask yourself, which one are you? Are you an anybody, somebody, or nobody? Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat.